But wait. Two toy bags. This one was half off. Hey there, I'm back and I have a haul video. I'm gonna put in 2 days ago. I went to the thrift store at 4 o'clock in the afternoon and I came home very disappointed. And then I will come back and I'll tell you about what I decided to do today.
Please hang up and try again.
Coming to you live from the Goodwill parking lot, and I didn't buy very much. I got some new readers. So I got those and $1.99. Not too bad. And I looked and looked and I videoed for the first time in a thrift store. So here's my readers. I mean, these are just for home when I'm reading a book. So, you know, a little quirky, but hey, new readers for me. They've got serious glare. Okay, so I videoed in there and I was a little like, yeah, the Goodwill prices are going up, but really, Goodwill prices are going up. I'm trying to be smarter. I'm trying to, you know, only find stuff that I know will flip, trying to find good sell-through rate. I bought one thing and I spent a decent amount of money on it, and it's a brand new light blue femme, $34.99. But it's a full set. It has 4 pieces. It has a perfume, it has shower gel, body lotion, and a little spray. I thought when I Googled this, it was Dolce & Gabbana, but I do not see the words Dolce & Gabbana anywhere on here. So I don't know if this is, now that I'm looking at it, not, it just says made in Germany. So maybe it's not that great of a perfume. I looked it up and I thought it was one that, you know, people liked, but maybe it's a knockoff of one. We shall see. I don't know if it was just time of day issue or what, but wasn't that great. what can you do? It's the way it is. Anyway. Okay, so that was a little snippet from when I went to the Goodwill here locally. I just kept seeing things that were just ridiculously priced, so I just wanted to film them. I did not film that great, so that was my first time doing that. I will get better at filming in the store. And then I showed you what I came out with at the end, and I'm really embarrassed to say that I really think that's a fake fragrance set. Nowhere on that box does it say Dolce & Gabbana. So it's completely fake, and it was it wasn't overpriced if it was Dolce & Gabbana. So I went with the thought that I was going to intentionally find good things. And that if I have to pay up a little bit, you know, if you're only doubling your money, that's great. Because I was thinking 35 into 75, perfect. Because that set's worth at least that. If it was a real Dolce & Gabbana set. But I'm going to show you what I did find. So let's get started. I am never going to stop buying mugs, and I'm never going to stop buying Disney mugs. This is Disney's Beach Club Resort. I will pop up the only more recent, it's semi-recent comp at September of 2022 from Worth Point, where this sold for about $22. So $2 into $20. That's an excellent return. I couldn't find this exact one on comps. A cat one sold for in the $20 to $24 range. This is a nice, it says Happy Holidays, and it's all dogs. Dogs, cats, Christmas. The brand is Bake Shop Masterclass. These consistently sell for in the $16 to $20 range, and then if they start to have cute things like gnomes or pets or anything unique, they're about $24 sales. So $4 into $24 is another great find. Okay, I'll talk about the clothes. Wait just a second. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I said no more clothing. I was looking for myself. I needed pants. The pants didn't pan out for me. They were both really baggy and not very cute at all. But I found these. I don't know if they're gonna really show seated like this. They're wool. They are really old vintage LL Bean. I'm thinking 60s, possibly 50s. They have the suspender straps. These are hunting pants. I can't find a size anywhere on these, but I'm just going to measure them. They have someone's name written in them. They look like they've been altered, but I don't know if that's just the way these pants were made back then. But they have suspender straps on the back. I saw comps like 75, 80 for these. They're really big, so I think that'll help. They have all of their closures, and they're labeled the Talon zipper and the Talon closures, which is fantastic. Super thick wool hunting pants. $5.79. So, I mean, they're fantastic. They look like they have the original length hemmed into them. I mean, so I wasn't going to buy any more clothes, but they were there. These are amazing. I'm really excited to do more research on these and turn 5 into 75 bucks. And then while I was there, I don't think I'm going to end up selling them. This is the half price color, but they're LuLaRoe Headless Horseman leggings. I think they're just going to be mine for next Halloween. They're Headless Horseman with like a striped background and purple. So I think closer to Halloween, I might look again and see if they'd sell. But since they were half price color, they were like $2.90, something like that. So they were $5.79 half price. Oh, this might take a little while. Well, we'll see. A toy bag. But wait. 2 toy bags. This one was half off. I bought these knowing that there were ties. I have this. I'm not even going to bother. It's probably going to go to my yard sale because I actually sold Beanie Babies at my last yard sale for $2 a piece. One girl came and she was super happy to find them, and then I think I dropped them to $1 a piece. So I'll just do more Beanie Babies at my yard sale. There's another one. I think he's supposed to have a hat. This one might do better. It has some scratched eyes, but it's a Beanie Boo, and it's a rabbit for Easter. So there's a bent tag, but his name is Bubby. So I might go ahead and list that one for Easter. If I can get the eyes to look better. Okay, this is the main reason I bought this, because I saw this inside. So I have a Mulan doll, but something I've never seen is, I don't know his name, I should have looked it up, is the guy. And guy dolls, you know, tend to be harder to find. So I'm going to put them together and you have both. And he has his shoes. That's got to be good for something. She has shoes. They have some stains. So yeah, the Disney dolls do okay, but having them as a pair I thought was cool. So the bag was $4. And it came with Moana as well. And sometimes I just lock these up with more Disney dolls and sell them all together, because I think I have more in this next bag. Or I do them at my yard sale. But there's a Moana too. And this is the other reason I thought it was kind of cool, is Rey from the most recent Star Wars. She's got everything, it looks like, possibly missing maybe a weapon, but she has a backpack. Her hair's still all tied up. So I haven't looked her up yet, but there she is. And if I look her up and I find out, then I will put the comps right up next to it. So then the other bag was not half off. Oh, this is the half off bag. So that bag was not half off. That bag was $6.99. But since I got some decent ones in there, that's okay. This is the bag that was $4. Of course, this is probably nothing. Nutcracker, plastic. Anyway, that was in there. Sock monkey reindeer, yard sale. This looks vintage, but it's Target. But it's from this year. It says 5/22. So somebody got it this year, like from a teacher, or, you know, it was a classroom giveaway, or, you know, it was a package topper, and they tossed it already. I think it's cute. So the basic Barbies I save, and I do them in a bundle, or I put them in my yard sale. Okay, there was a Batgirl in there. That's pretty cool. She has a backpack and a cape, or no, a hood. Oh no, but she's missing a hand. So she's missing a hand, so maybe it's in the bag. If not, then I'll just sell her clothes. That's what I usually do. If I can find things like this backpack is something I could sell. But she's missing a hand. There's another Disney. I'll lot these up, all of the Disney ones. That is not even worth, this is a dollar store mermaid. No. So these are the My Little Pony girls, Equestria girls, I think they're called. So I'll look her up. I'm pretty sure that's what she is. I'll have to look her up. Here's another one. I don't think they're worth a lot, and she has some serious hair issues. I saw all these different colored bodies on the inside, and I knew they were something. So sometimes even just the boots, you never know. Yeah, these have little like horseshoes on them. So these are most likely the Little Pony girls. And there's pieces of clothing that I don't know what they are. So I will look them all up. But if I could sell them in a bundle, that'd be great. Here's another one who needs serious work on her hair and her poor skirt tore. But she has shoes. Shoes are always good. How many more of these? Oh, we got Applejack, it looks like. Honestly, in the bag, I thought these were maybe the more modern Monster Highs. I knew they weren't the older ones, but they're the Equestria girls. So I'll do some research on these and let you know if they're worth anything. I mean, they've got to be at least worth 4. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 of them. Make that 6. So I have 6 of these Equestria girl dolls. So, and they have things like boots. But not too bad for a little $4 grab bag of toys. It's sometimes fun. It's sometimes just, you know, part of the gamble. It's fun to do. Continuing on my toy theme. Okay, this is one I ended up picking up too for $1.99. I decided to give it a chance based off of a couple people I've watched videos lately, Star on Flippin' Hippos and Courtney at Bolo Buddies. They both have had some really good things to say about if you say realistic plush. So this is a Mione Tots. So it's by Aurora. It's kind of a small, it's not very big. I mean, it's, you know, the length of my hand. And it's a little beagle. It's a really, really good clean condition. It still has this little collar tag. So for $2, even if it's a $12 to $16 little plush, I think it'll go quickly. It's really cute. And this was my favorite find. I don't even know if it's going to get a ton of money or not. Just wait. It's a puppet. It is like a gnome puppet. He is Folk Manus. He is tall. It's Folk Tales by Folk Manus. Furry Folk puppet. Trying to see if there's a date. He was $4. And on eBay, I'm going to have to go look at Terapeak or WorthPoint. But on eBay, a guy without the vest sold for $20. Looks like though, I mean, look. It has, I mean, you'd have to have two people. Because you have his hands. Oh my goodness. He moves his hands and he moves his mouth. So I've picked up one Folk Manus puppet before. It was a dog. But this, I think, is super, super cool. Has a little frog clasp. I mean, stuff that would be missing is not, like this vest. And his hat still has a tassel. I think I'm going to list him for like $50. I mean, the one that didn't have everything sold for $20, but I don't think there's any other listed right now. So I'll show you the comps as well. The little pop up a side screen. And tell me what you think of my new gnome friend, my little furry fairy tale puppet. So I felt much better after going to do that. The only real gamble was those $4 toy bag. And well, this $10 total, maybe $11 total on the 2 toy bags. I think I'm going to be fine on those. I do tons of toy lots and I'm thinking of getting into Whatnot and doing toys on Whatnot. So we'll see. So I was coming home from that and I wanted a Diet Coke. And the McDonald's is right next to one more Goodwill. So I went in there And I had a bunch of stuff in my cart, and everything I comped was just like, meh. Sell-through rates wasn't good, just wasn't that great. And then she came out with some new stuff, and they were actually really intrusive. Like 2 carts would be restocking, and you couldn't get past because there was 2 carts. And I was like, man, why are they in the way? Well, I wasn't mad about this. There were 2 of these, and she put them down, and I quick went and looked them up, and these are power stands for like push-ups. Tony Horton. I think it's Beachbody, but don't use that in your title. Just FYI, on eBay. So they're push-up stands, and there's 2 of them. And I saw one sold for like 79 something. Another sold for 50. I'll put up some comps. And I thought, oh, are they selling them for $5.99 a pair? Because you can't use just one. They go together. So I put them up on the counter. I just grabbed them as a duo, and I just set them on the counter. I didn't even really pay attention to how they, and she just scanned one. And then she's like, okay, here's your total. Do you want to round up? And I was like, yes, I want to round up because you're only charging me for one, which is fantastic. So $6, but I rounded up. So, 7 something tax and rounding up. I think even if I only get the 45 or 50, that's great. And it's the new year and people want stuff like this for working out. And then the last thing was something I'd never seen before. Kind of reminds me of a shape up. Shout out Joey Bada Bing. And I did do my research. I twisted the crud out of these. They seem okay. They're similar to a shape up. And their sell-through rate is like at 50%. It's not 100%, but they're kind of unique. It's a men's Chongshi, and it's a rocker shoe with these little, you can see through it. And they're in pretty good condition. So they were $7.99, and looks like, I don't know, I'm going to list them in the $30 to $40 range for a shape up shoe. And that was it for the second store. I put a bunch of stuff back. So for January 2023, I have gone thrift shopping twice. The first one was last week, and that one wasn't so great. And then the second one was today, and I went to 2 stores. And then before that, I went to an estate sale. Twice in one day, the same estate sale. And I bought some stuff in the morning, and then I went back towards the end of the day and I bought some stuff. And I've got a little video about that little haul too. I did it mostly on Instagram. It was just kind of a short thing. I just basically bought all of their toys. So I've been sorting through those, and those are going to take a while to get cleaned and listed, but it's my project coming up. But for the thrift store finds that I got today, my goal is to have these listed by tomorrow. So I tell myself I don't need to go shopping, but the goal is if I go shopping and I bring home, this is like 20 things maybe, I need to get them listed within a day or 2. So that's my goal. So we will see how that all does and how these things sell. And I'll come back maybe with a what sold and update you on how they did. I will be back with the quote of the day, but I hope you're all having a great week. I'm editing this video, and I realized I never did the quote, and I'm a real sucker for tradition. So I went and I grabbed it really quick, my Wonderful Women quotes. I'm working, I'm taking pictures of clothes, but I wanted to get this in to finish the video. So the quote for this week is from Jennifer Lopez. Doubt is a killer. You just have to know who you are and what you stand for. There's the quote. I'm really loving this deck of cards. It's really motivating, and I hope it is for you too. Bye.